headed dancer on the road to alcohol, and I was just a soldier on the way to Montreal. Well, she pressed her chest against me about the time that jukebox broke. Yeah, she gave me a peck on the back of the neck, and these were the words she spoke. Said, blow up your TV, throw away the papers, move to the country, build you a home, plant a little garden, eat a lot of peaches, try to find Jesus on your own. Well, I sat there at the table and acted real naive, for I knew that topless lady had something up her sleeve. Well, she danced around the barroom, yeah, she did the hoochie coo. Yeah, she sang her song all night long, telling me what to do. Said, blow up your TV, throw away the papers, move to the country, build you a home, plant a little garden, eat a lot of peaches, try to find Jesus on your own. Well, I was young and hungry and about to leave that place, and just as I was leaving, she came and looked me in the face. She said, you must know the answer. I said, no, but I'll give it a try. And to this very day, we've been living that way. Here is the reason why. We blew up our TV, we threw away the papers, we moved to the country, we built us a home. We had a lot of children, we fed them all peaches, they all found Jesus on their own.
Art is not what you see, but what others make you see. Hello. My name is Diane Syed, and I would like to tell you why HPAAC is important to me. My role is not that of an artist, but as a patron, someone who supports artists because they make my world better, whether it be musicians, dancers, writers, visual artists, potters, photographers, sculptors. Their work moves our soul and stirs our emotions. And as someone once said, art is the only way to run away without leaving home. And in today's world, art has become even more important. HPAAC is my vehicle for reaching out to artists and connecting them with the community. Although I really believe my love of the art started with my grandmother, who insisted that every corner of her home have something interesting or beautiful to observe, as well as a beautifully set table for dinner every night. It might have only been a vase of flowers or a bowl of fruit artfully arranged, but I know that I took notice and I took joy from just seeing the things she put together. As a nonprofit, HPAAC needs to raise money to fund our various programs. We want to make a difference in the community. Some of that money is generously donated by the Ruth and George Doffing Charitable Fund, but additional money is raised through our annual HPAAC fundraiser, which this year will be virtual, and provide programs such as the Mystery Arts Tour, music at the Pavilion, scholarships for artists, and funding for community-based arts programs. HPAAC has not only raised awareness of the arts, but has been responsible for bringing art space to downtown Hastings. And the arts have had a significant impact on the economics of Hastings business, as well as supporting art scholarships for dance, or writing or visual arts, and providing classes during the summer months for children. I would also like to point out that not many towns can claim to have an artist studio, a potter's studio, a truck driving around sporting a full-size alligator sculpture, and a 3-story building of artists' lofts on our main street. Together with donors like you, we can continue to provide opportunities in the arts, like concerts at our wonderful Hastings Arts Center, writing groups, scholarships for dancers, musicians, and writers, which make our lives more meaningful in these difficult times. To quote Picasso, "Art washes away from the soul the dust of ordinary life." As a teacher, I realized very quickly that some students express themselves through art and creativity rather than English or math or science, just as others best express themselves in sports. But in any case, they need our support, and they need an avenue in which to find that support. HPAAC provides that opportunity, and with your help, we can connect and make our community extraordinary. Thank you for your support. Please, please register for the online auction coming up.
Swing low, sweet chariot, coming for to carry me home. Swing low, sweet chariot, coming for to carry me home. Why don't you swing down, chariot, stop and let me ride? Swing down, chariot, stop and let me ride. Rock me, Lord, calm and easy, while I've got a home on the other side. Swing, swing, oh, swing, swing. Oh, swing, swing, oh, swing, swing, oh, swing, swing.
Well, Ezekiel went down to the middle of the field, saw an angel working on a chariot wheel. Wasn't so particular about the chariot wheel, he just wanted to see how the chariot feels.
Why don't you swing down, chariot, stop and let me ride? Swing down, chariot, stop and let me ride. Rock me, Lord, calm and easy, while I've got a home on the other side. Swing, swing, oh, swing, swing, oh, well, well.
Well, Ezekiel went down and he got on board. Chariot went bumping on down the road. Wasn't so particular about that bumping on the road. He just wanna lay down his heavy load.
Why don't you swing down, chariot, stop and let me ride? Swing down, chariot, stop and let me ride. Rock me, Lord, calm and easy, while I've got a home on the other side. Swing down, chariot, stop and let me ride. Swing down, chariot, stop and let me ride. Rock me, Lord, calm and easy, I've got a home on the other side. Swing down, chariot, stop and let me ride. Swing down, chariot, stop and let me ride. Rock me, Lord, calm and easy, I've got a home on the other side. On the other side.
say everything can be replaced, yet every distance it's not near. So I remember every face of every man that put me here. I see my light come shining from the west down to the east. And any day now, any day now, I shall be released. They say every man needs protection. They say every man must fall. Yet I swear I see my reflection someplace high above the wall. I see my light come shining from the west down to the east. Any day now, any day now, I shall be released. Standing next to me in this lonely crowd is a man who swears he's not to blame. And all day long I hear him cry so loud, crying out that he's been blamed. And I see my light come shining from the west down to the east. Any day now, any day now, I shall be released.
Eric, seriously, where are you? Eric, we are starting in like 5 minutes. Where are you?
Sarah, we're live. president of HPAAC. I want to welcome you to our first ever virtual gala. I'm sure many of you have been to our galas in the past. This one is going to be very different, but also very exciting. We have some great auction items for you to bid on and some great entertainment. And you'll hear a lot about HPAAC's mission and why it is important in our communities to encourage art and sponsor art and have art in our lives. So grab your favorite beverage, sit back, and enjoy the show.
Welcome to the 8th Annual HPAAC Gala, coming to you from the Hastings Art Center, straight into your living room. I'm Mike Bramer, or Take a Hike Mike if you've heard of my TV show, and with me tonight is President of HPAAC, Kathy O'Keefe. And our auctioneer for the night, some might remember him from last year, I'm talking about Dave Thompson. Let's give ourselves a round of applause because we don't have much of a crowd here.
Nice.
Thank you, Mike.
Well, it's finally here. I am so excited that you are spending your Sunday evening with us. Thank you so much for being here. I'm with two professionals. I'd like to thank Mike and Dave for being up here and sharing the stage with me. But you guys, as the professionals, if you see me standing here like this, your professional judgment would be to just kind of step in and help me out. Sure. Don't. They know when that's happening. So instead, we're going to act just like it's part of the script, okay? Let's practice it. Ready? Okay, I feel so much better now. Okay, thanks, you guys.
Of course, of course.
I am so glad to be here, ladies and gentlemen, again for another year. It is virtually, but we're so excited to be here. And I tell you what, ladies and gentlemen, 2020 has been a doozy, and we just wanted to get back together again and try to share, celebrate, and raise money for HPAAC scholarships and other investments that you'll be hearing about in a bit. We have some amazing silent auction items up, items including art, trips, and there's even fabulous challenge with Pat's delicious caramels. And I got a special note on that as well. And Give Smart has made it super easy to bid. All you need to do is go to HPAAC.2020 at GiveSmart.com. I'm sorry, at GiveSmart.com. I apologize for that. Anyway, they made it super easy. Go to the website, and you see on the screen, you can register to bid on all the fabulous items. And we have some great items here. And folks, don't forget the one that's counting down virtually as we speak is the wine and beer spirits. We've got, you can pull those things. It's $20 a pop, and you can win a $100 bottle of scotch or $50 bottles of bourbon, $35 bottles of wine, and folks, for $20, you can't go wrong. We hope to sell that out before the end of the night. We're glad you're here, ladies and gentlemen. We'd like to thank you for tuning in and making a difference. Let's get this party started.
Let's party and cue that next video.
We have a tradition here at HPAAC to recognize people who have gone above and beyond in their contributions to the arts. And the arts heroes for this year are Dick Graham, who's the past president of HPAAC, representing Hastings. And from Prescott, we have Carolyn Campfield and her husband, John Huth. What I love about this tradition of arts heroes is that these people have been selected from the past art heroes. So this is a panel of peers that pick out the people who have contributed to the arts.
shortly after I retired, and looking around for some ways to contribute to the community, there was group discussions about what was missing in Hastings and what ways that we could get involved, and it was something called the Hastings Democracy Project. After a series of discussions, it became clear that Hastings was the only community around here that did not have some kind of an advocacy organization for the arts. And we sat around the table down there and at the Onion Grill and then over at the coffee shops, and a series of discussions that seemed to go on forever. But I think the important piece there is that nobody does anything alone in the arts. And so I think the values that came through there was that it's a very strong volunteer-based organization, HPAAC, brings together both the artists or supports the artists, and the other very important component, and that's the patrons, the people in the community that are there to support and appreciate the arts. And you need both. It started with discussions, and then it led to eventually establishing a nonprofit organization, getting the 501c3, having an active board, and raising money. That's what HPAAC has done, to raise money to respond to community needs. We're really in that role of supporting and facilitating and building a very diverse and vibrant community. And to that end, it's the grants every year to special concerts. It's the free concerts here at the Arts Center, bringing musicians from all over the country and all over the world. It's supporting lessons for kids in school. Maybe now going into the next era after the pandemic is that we have put in place a comprehensive plan for arts and cultures. And that was not for HPAAC, that was for the community. So that's going to be kind of the next chapter for HPAAC. It's not only the future of the arts organization, it's the future of Hastings. So that's what I'm seeing, that may be the long-lasting, important investments that HPAAC is making, is the attracting of people to get involved in the community and making it beautiful, bringing beauty and art above the humdrum of everyday politics and everyday life, is that it's this somebody paying attention to that side of the future.
I grew up in a small town in Arkansas, and you would think that in that small town there would be very little art and music, but in fact there was a lot. And I grew up with a musical household. I got to experience it, and the community actually formed around music. We did a lot of musicals, and so to come to Hastings and Prescott and see, it feels really familiar.
I think that many people want to be invited to the table, and that organizations like this can create the forums for people to meet. Because we're in a smaller communities, then the scale can be appropriate to what's happening. You don't need to bring in big productions. You can bring in things where people can come and enjoy. And I think too, with so many teachers in the area, there are so many adults who have that inner desire. I've always wanted to sing, I always wanted to play, I always wanted to piano or guitar or whatever. Those things that invite people to the table.
Dave, did you know we had all this amazing talent in the area? I mean, that is quite incredible and something so important to share with generations to come. Now, what's the best way to do that, you ask? By supporting HPAAC and its mission to foster the arts in the community. And tonight, that means bidding in our silent auction.
Mike, that was amazing indeed. We have some great, amazing auction items as well. And people are watching us from all over the place. We've got people from New Prague, Hastings, Prescott, Minneapolis, Amory, Wisconsin, Macedonia, Ohio, and of course Mountain View, California. So we welcome you guys all tonight to our wonderful, wonderful program. We have several trips, local gifts, experience, and food. We appreciate you being here, and some of the wonderful items that we have are beautiful watercolor by Andy Evenson, some other beautiful art we have right here on stage tonight. We also have handcrafted items like Pam Potzner's super cool wooden jewelry box. I have to just point that out because you'll love to see that. That's pretty slick, isn't it? Let's to make sure the bidding goes high on that. That's some neat items there. Anyway, we have local experiences too. We have a jewelry making class for 3 by Marie Fredericks. And of course, don't forget Sherry Fox's lefse making lessons. And of course, if you want Nick Fox to be in your backyard.
Who doesn't? Who doesn't want that,
yes,
Dave?
You can bid on his program as well as a Carpenter Raptor experience in your backyard. We also have great food items like Brenda Morales' Mexican meal for 10. We also have CC Bauer's cake and a gift certificate and swag from the Busted Nut Bar and Grill, Hastings' favorite. And I'm super excited to announce, ladies and gentlemen, we have Pat's Caramels again this year. These are an absolute delicacy. My wife won some last year and we enjoyed them for a while, and I tell you what, just a piece of heaven.
Oh.
But with this year, we have U.S. Representative Angie Craig will match all bids on Pat's Caramels up to $500. Thank you so much, Angie, and thank you so much, Pat. Oh,
I was going to say, first of all, I am so tempted by those caramels over there. You have to keep me away from those.
Stay away from those, yes.
Oh, they're so tempting.
And we just got this in a little before the program, but Pat is willing to make another 5 batches.
Wow,
So
okay.
the 5 that are on there.
Okay.
So if we can raise that $500 and get that, make it 1,000 from Angie.
Let's do it.
The second bidders will have the opportunity to buy it at the same price.
Bam, that's your
Isn't that
challenge,
great?
community.
Absolutely, great challenge.
For sure. So if you've seen my show, Take a Hike, Mike, maybe you saw when I went to Extreme Sandbox, that's another item on this incredible list of things that you can bid on. There, I was riding giant excavators, giant bulldozers. I don't know why they trusted me in these things, Dave, but they let me. It was massive machinery and massive fun, so I encourage you to check out that silent auction item as well. So throughout the community, HPAAC has received incredible support over the years from the Art Heroes group, local artists, and community leaders. But you don't have to take my word for it. Let's check out this next video.
People are looking for some kind of an outlet, some hope on the horizon, something besides just watching the news on television. Being able to express your feelings through whether it be writing or painting or your music, I think that's absolutely essential now more than ever.
Communities that have thriving music and arts programs are bringing up their families loving the arts, and so when they go out into the world, they're going to appreciate it that much more. Whether someone becomes a musician or not, having a music background in some capacity or an arts background in some capacity, it's therapy for many people. And look at the pandemic. One of the first things that people turned to was their creativity.
Places like Hastings and Prescott should be able to showcase what we have. I think through HPAAC, being able to support those groups and individuals in the community and showcase what they can do is so important.
You know, and I remember when they did the feasibility study for this building that we're sitting in now, that happened through HPAAC. You know, they were looking at the economic impact of cities that had a thriving arts community and art culture, and the difference was, you know, really eye-opening too. People want to live in a city where the arts are strong, you know, and well represented. And, you know, especially if you're trying to attract younger people and younger couples to your community, it's not just the older people that are doing it. It's important to have a good, strong vein of the arts in the community, I think. Music, you know, we can go to concerts at Blessings Academy, and then down here by the river now, and art classes and the writing groups, you know, socially, creatively, everything. It's really important to keep people together that way.
Both of my kids got involved in music throughout high school and college. And even though they both went into technical degrees, they still love the arts. And I think it makes you just a much more well-rounded person having that cultural component in your life. Although, you know, your day job, you may focus on technical things or technical aspects in your free time, you really expand your horizons by participating and enjoying the arts.
Giving people a stage or a platform to be able to share that talent is extremely important. Exposing us to new things.
We have a number of things in our community that HPAAC has supported, which provides a place for individuals to express themselves creatively and to perform in the public. That's really something every community should have, but they don't. And organizations like HPAAC make that happen.
For Art Space to be able to come into this community showed that there's a really strong interest in the arts and a commitment to the arts, and that doesn't go away, overnight. It doesn't go away because of a pandemic.
We truly live in one of the greatest communities in the world. Dare I say it, the best community in the whole entire galaxy.
I agree. But it wouldn't be possible to pull something off like this with just our board of our board. We're all volunteers, and so we couldn't do all this work. It took a lot of donors to step up and to say this is a cause that we support. It's hard to go out and ask for donations, but I tell you, man, even in this difficult time, nobody turned me down.
See, that's the difference between you and me. Whenever I go out and try to get something, they say, take a hike, Mike, or no, blah, blah, blah. But Kathy, you have that wonderful smile, and you've done fantastic work.
Thank you.
Exactly.
Well, check out this next video. From Dr. Brenda Kazar, who is an urban geographer and a professor at the University of Minnesota. She was hired by us, by HPAAC, about a year ago to do a study on the impacts of arts and culture on a community. We are so excited to get the results of this because this will really guide us in our work going forward. So let's hear what Brenda has to share.
I've had the distinct pleasure of working with the HPAAC board on creating a community plan, an arts and cultural plan for the community of Hastings. I worked with members of the board when they were working on a study to look at the economic impact through Creative Minnesota. They decided that they wanted to do something more and get a plan in place. So there's a wealth of data from the community. Basically what it shows is that the city of Hastings has a very rich, diverse, creative sector, both for and nonprofit, artist entrepreneurs, small businesses, arts and cultural organizations, a wealth of creative workers as well. So great foundation to start building a stronger creative economy and also more arts and cultural experiences. So we've had great information sessions with the Economic Development Agency for the city, the City Council, the Rotary Club. I've met with members of the Chamber and Tourism. Wonderful interviews with the mayor, different leaders within the community and the arts and cultural community. So lots of information, lots of suggestions, and a really strong group of advocates for arts and culture in Hastings. So the Arts and Cultural Plan was actually funded through a grant from the St. Paul Foundation and from Xcel Energy Foundation. But the Hastings Prescott Area Arts Council also was a big funder to the project. And so if you're thinking about where your dollars are going for good work, think about funding HPAAC. Because of the fact that they were instrumental, I call them the instigators, in putting this plan together. They were innovative, they did their homework, and they brought the community together around a plan that you're now going to be able to use to guide the future of growth of arts and culture in the community.
Hello, I am a mother and grandmother. Recently my two grandchildren received scholarship for music and they had opportunity to continue piano education. All of my family is deeply involved in music world. And together with my family we make some tips what music means to us and I would like to share with you today. Music is multifaceted wonderland that always required to students be on one step ahead. Music creates levels of responsibility and accomplishments, long hours, days, and years. Music creates long and short-term goals and provides regarding experiences. Music requires commitment to schedule time, practice an instrument, and remembering to attend lessons and events. It provides a sense of achievement. The development of these attributes improve many areas of life and help to build perseverance in meeting goals. Meeting increases and improves reading, constant reading, memorization, comprehension, note recognition, finger movement, volume, length, and loudness of note, short and crisp note, and how it is connected to the next note. Playing instrument is good for a person's health also. It lowers heart rate and blood pressure. Music can bring health and stress levels down, provides a way to unwind from worries, takes away from video games and TV, especially our generation. Music will connect and bring people together. Music provides opportunity for hobby, interests. Playing an instrument can benefit both children and adults. Please help your kids to discover a wonderful world of music.
Hi, I'm Pat Timachek. I'm a music teacher here in Hastings, and I wanted to say thank you to HPAAC for all of your support that you've given my students here at the Dimachek Music Studio, both in the form of scholarships for lessons and for music camps. And also thank you for your support of the historic First Presbyterian concert series that we did at our church both last year and the year before. Without HPAAC, our community would
you guys,
be less than it is. It's made a huge difference in the visual arts, the dance arts, the music arts, and I really appreciate the support. So thank you, and keep on going.
Well, Brenda alluded to the fact that she has been working on a huge project for HPAAC, and I am so excited to say it is here. It is hot off the press, just got it yesterday. This is HPAAC's gift to Hastings. This represents our next level of art in our town. It's a plan that involves not only the community members, small businesses, large businesses, and our city council working together to get art in our community. Brenda has compiled all of the research and has even laid out what are the objectives that we need to work on, and then specifically what do we need to be working on. This gift is not an HPAAC project. This is a community project. And if you've been wondering how can you get involved in the arts, this is what you want to look for. Go to our website, read this report, and then get in touch with us. And we're going to be compiling a group of people who want to take it to the next level.
That's amazing, Kathy. And that's exactly why we're here tonight, to help out just that very type of program. Now is the time, ladies and gentlemen, we're going to ask you to support the many art-related causes in the Hastings-Prescott area, simply by giving at a level that's meaningful to you. We are raising money tonight for scholarships and for things like lessons and provide financial support to those organizations bringing art opportunities to our community. Together, we can make a huge impact. And we can't do it without you. Please go to the website, hpac2020.givesmart.com, and enter a donation now. You just go to the Donate Now button. You'll see a variety of numbers. You can choose one of those, or if it's not high enough, you can put in your own number. And folks, you want to do that. If you have any issues, you can go ahead and call Scott at 612-206-7249, and he'd be able to help you with that. We're ready, and we want to get every dollar we can. So, ladies and gentlemen, will you help us? Will you help us achieve our goal this evening? $10,000 would fund a named sponsor of HPAAC Summer Art Program or a new initiative. Be the one that makes a difference in someone's life by giving now. Can you help at a gift with $2,500, providing music or art workshops and performances for our school and our community? A beautiful investment. Let's make that difference, ladies and gentlemen. $500 can provide lessons for a child or adult in art, music, dance, or other opportunities. No matter the amount, can you help us? By giving $100, a family of 4 will be able to see the Black Dirt Theater musical. Let's fill those seats, ladies and gentlemen. It really is that easy. Please give now. And don't forget, if you have a donor advisor fund at work, your company matches the donations, we'd be happy to work with you that. Just let us know and call us tonight so that we can get every dollar and make it count. We'll follow up with you and collect later. Your generosity won't go unnoticed, ladies and gentlemen, because all your money stays right here in the Hastings-Prescott area.
So, Dave and Kathy, I am so tempted by everything on this table right here.
I
I'm
know.
seeing this cool little gift basket and Spiral Brewery. Again, if you've seen Take a Hike, Mike, I went to Spiral Brewery. I spent time with them. They let me run a forklift. They let me try their delicious beer. I wanted to have a drink tonight, but you guys said, no, Mike, if you do a good job emceeing, you can wait until later tonight, and we can throw it back a little bit. So
Didn't you even dance a little bit?
okay, I try not to bring it up because it's kind of embarrassing, but they caught me on the bar dancing and singing. I still, got some of the moves. And they told me to take a hike.
They're keeping an eye on you too on the count of the beers there as well. Look at here, we've got some nice scotch there. They're absolutely wonderful. And the caramels we talked about earlier, here we go. This is a great opportunity. This is the caramels that we're giving out here tonight. And don't forget about the $500 match that U.S. Representative Angie Craig will match. So I'm not sure where we're at with that tonight yet, but ladies and gentlemen, that is a fabulous opportunity. Oh, hey.
Mike, those are for people to buy,
I saw
Mike.
some in the back. There was a basket. So I just grabbed some of these caramels.
Okay, are we down one basket now?
No, because Pat has agreed to make 5 more batches.
They're so good. They're so tender and soft. Here you go.
By that, ladies and gentlemen, we mean 5 more batches that she's making so that our second runner-up, runner-up bidder will be able to take advantage of that opportunity if they'd like to pay the same amount. So
they're so soft. Sorry to interrupt you. They're so soft and gooey. It's not just because they were in my pocket. They're just tender and succulent, and I just love these.
And the best part, too, ladies and gentlemen, is this whole program is being recorded so that you can pass it along and share with your friends and family and others who believe in the arts as much as everyone here at HPAAC does.
Exactly. And also, speaking of delicious foods, again, I was checking out all of our things you can bid on. Emily's Bakery is offering Pie of the Month. So when I'm full off caramels, I want to bid on this. And I mean, you go in once a month and you get a free pie. How cool is that, Kathy? How cool is that? I love it.
Thanks again, everyone, for hanging with us here tonight. We're about halfway through our program, and we need to see those bids keep coming in. Check out our silent auction again, and make sure that you take care of some of your retail shopping therapy. Ladies and gentlemen, and of course, don't forget, we do have a $3,000 matching gifts here tonight, so that every dollar that you give, we'll be able to match that dollar for dollar up to $3,000. If I count that correctly, we're already at $3,500 just in matching funds if we can make that happen. So ladies and gentlemen, give now. And remember the silent auction does close at 8, so that you want to keep an eye on that. So we do have some neat things again for the silent auction. We have the beautiful Hastings sign that's made by a local metal artist right in the area, and it's there for your bidding pleasure. Got a nice gift basket, some neat jewelry items. Wonderful items there, folks. And we also have some fabulous.
For sale?
I'll buy
that. That could be for sale.
This is worth thousands of dollars.
That could be for sale, ladies and gentlemen. We have a bunch of trips too. A trip to fit any schedule. We have week-long trips. You can choose to go to a Mexican resort of your choice. You can even go see the Red Rock beautiful scenery at Sedona, Arizona. If you only have 4 days and 3 nights, you can check out the Romantic Charm in Charleston, South Carolina, or enjoy a day trip to Martha's Vineyard on a New England retreat. Or you can enjoy a wine tour experience at Sonoma, California. If you only have a 3-day quick getaway, you can experience Foodtopia in Asheville, South Carolina, boasting some of the best restaurants and breweries in the country. We also have a golf and spa package in Scottsdale, Arizona, and also a beautiful Palm Springs desert getaway. Or you can even join an ocean-bound whaling watching safari in Victoria, British Columbia. And the best part about the trips that we have, ladies and gentlemen, is that they are available through March 2022. so we can get rid of all the COVID and get back into that.
There's no excuse, right, Dave?
There's absolutely
no excuse. Hop on.
And if you haven't picked a wine, a spirit, or a beer, we have those still available. And of course, you can win yourself a bottle of scotch, a $100 bottle of scotch, $50 bourbons. We've got gin, beer, $35 bottles of wine. You can't go wrong, ladies and gentlemen.
I want to point out, yes, there were a lot of beautiful trips, no doubt. But if you're not ready to take a trip, I want to point you to the Double Dome Home in beautiful Eden Prairie. My family and I went there last year, and it was magical. Thank you, Sarah Kalal, for donating that beautiful, beautiful gift. That money that we are raising goes to support all of the arts here in Hastings. And one of the big things that we support is this beautiful art center here that's owned by Travis and Sarah Lockwood. We have supported their coffee concerts that they have. Those happen on Tuesdays, and they're free, you guys. Those are starting up again soon with social distancing practices in place. We also have supported their beautiful 9-foot grand piano that they're very proud of. Gorgeous. And I think maybe we should have that piano be put into use. We're going to have another performance by Sarah and Eric. They are going to be playing I Could Have Danced All Night, one of my favorites. It's a piano and violin piece, and Hungarian Dance by Brahms. I see a dance theme going on. Let's go dance, you guys.
Do you want me dancing up here, Kathy?
I think we'll take that off the stage.
Maybe something you want me to do, maybe? Oh, okay. I'll take a hike again.
Something a little different.
All right. Dave, wasn't that amazing?
That was absolutely fantastic.
So that was one of our own arts heroes and the owner and artist here at the Hastings Art Center, Sarah Lockwood and Eric Pearson. One more round of applause.
Yes.
You know, anytime I can hear live music, I'm going to take it, especially in 2020.
It's absolutely beautiful. Yes, ladies and gentlemen, we'd like to give a huge shout out to some of our sponsors tonight. We've got the Confluence sponsors, Ruth and George Doffing Charitable Fund, River Valley sponsor, XL Energy Foundation, and the Mississippi sponsors. We have 3 of those with Merchants Bank, Brownwind Scove, and Jackie and Scott Northart. We appreciate them, and we've got dozens and dozens of individual sponsors. We appreciate all of you, and let's give them a round of applause too. Yeah. I'm happy to announce, folks, that the wine, beer, and spirits is sold out. So if you didn't have a chance, you don't have one now. But thank you so much for those of you that did. So we had 60 of those.
Bottoms up. I love it.
Yes.
Excellent. So a couple other things that stand out to me with the silent auction. This one excited me, Dave. The Carpenter Nature Center. The personal raptor experience. I know you and I were looking at this off camera. So they will bring a bird like a red-tailed hawk or a peregrine falcon to your yard. And it's going to be a private visit, or you can do it at Carpenter Nature Center. And basically, they're just going to come and show you this awesome bird. It'll flap its wings. I feel like it's truly taking our silent auction to new heights. You see what I did there, Dave?
That's very good. Very good.
I think it's time to, I hear the groans. Let's toss it to that next video.
I think the earliest connection I have with HPAAC, I went to the Leduc Mansion, and I can't even remember who asked me to come, but I sat in on a meeting there. I had only been in Hastings for about 4 years at that point. So I got involved with HPAAC, have served on the board in the past, and little by little just making more connections with HPAAC. And actually the Hastings Art Center probably would not have happened without the connection of HPAAC. So we are extremely grateful for that connection that happened that long ago. There's several ongoing things that HPAAC has sponsored. As you may or may not know, we have a wonderful Steinway grand piano. It's 9 foot, it's beautiful. And we do have an ongoing piano fund, and HPAAC has contributed greatly to that fund. So we are extremely grateful for that. They have also sponsored our coffee concert series. Planning to do that again this season in however way we can do that. And also just sponsoring certain special artists that have come into the community. It's just been a wonderful, wonderful partnership to bring the arts to our lovely Hastings Prescott community. I would say that HPAAC and the Hastings Art Center have been great collaborative partners.
Hi, my name's Luke Warren. I'm one of the choir directors here at Hastings High School, and I just wanted to take a moment to thank and acknowledge HPAAC for all of the support that they've given students in our program, specifically our show choir program. Show choir is one of the more popular events at Hastings High School, and we're so thrilled to have over 150 students participating in one of our 3 show choirs. However, show choir is a very expensive event to be a part of, and it's a large financial burden for a lot of families. And we're just so thankful that over the years, HPAAC has provided a number of scholarships to our students who need a little extra support and still want to be involved. We're so grateful that HPAAC has supported endeavors for kids being involved in the arts, and specifically our show choir program. It's great that we can acknowledge for families and students that may not have the financial means that there are some outlets to remove that hurdle for them and allow them to do the thing that they love, and allow for their families, their parents, their grandparents, their extended family to come and support their child's involvement in our arts program. We're so proud of what we do, and we're so proud and thankful to have an organization like HPAAC that supports kids and the community's involvement in the arts. Certainly they've fostered a great deal of excitement about the arts in our community, and their support for our choral program and show choir at large feels that throughout our community. So we're just thankful that HPAAC is so willing and able to help those kids, and we look forward to them continuing to do so for the years to come. Thank you.
Hi, my name is Libby Waslick from Lumen Theater Lab. I'm the artistic director. Last spring, we had the opportunity to work with Sod House, a theater company up at the Twin Cities, to produce Enemy of the People down here in Hastings. And HPAAC was instrumental in making that happen. Obviously the funding, but also organizing the location scouting and working with us to make sure that we had a great size audience there. We had over a dozen local actors performing and working alongside professional actors from up in the cities. It was a really incredible experience, and we're so lucky to have HPAAC in our town.
Hi, I'm Dwayne Oldham, and I'm a band director at Hastings Middle School. I would like to take this opportunity to thank the Hastings-Prescott Area Arts Council for supporting the Dallas Brass Project. Last February, we had an outstanding opportunity to bring in this internationally renowned brass ensemble to work with my 7th and 8th grade band students. Generally, students don't travel out to see performing ensembles of this nature, so it was extremely important to me that this event made a huge impact on their understanding and relationship with music. Our day began with a rehearsal of our finale piece, Star Wars, which was arranged specifically by the Dallas Brass to be used with middle school students. After that rehearsal, all the members of the Dallas Brass sat down and had a clinic session with the Hastings band students. The Dallas Brass members performed several pieces and variety skits that the kids thought were fantastic and talked about for days afterward. Our time with the Dallas Brass concluded with a shared evening performance. This entire experience was a chance of a lifetime for my 7th and 8th grade band students. They played incredibly well, and I was so proud of them for their focus and their contribution. Having an opportunity like this is usually reserved for high school ensembles. However, I believe it is crucial that we expose our younger players to the high quality music performances so that they have something to aspire to. It is important to give them experience that help them see that the hard work and the struggle of learning to play an instrument is worth the effort. It gives them a chance to dream. None of this would have been possible without the support of HPAAC. I am so grateful to have such an active and supportive Arts Council in Hastings. The work that you do and the financial support that you offer truly make a difference in our students' lives. We all know and understand that arts are vital to a community's growth and development, that the arts contribute to the betterment of society and an understanding of culture. HPAAC has done a tremendous job building that support in the Hastings area. Thank you so much for your contribution to the Dallas Brass Project and the continued support of the arts in the Hastings-Prescott communities.
Thank you all so much for taking the time to participate in the gala this evening. It means a lot to us. We're glad you're here, and we hope you enjoyed yourself and maybe learned a little bit more about how to get involved in arts and culture in Prescott and Hastings. We hope that you continue to engage with HPAAC in the future. We could not do the work that we do without your help, so thank you so much for your support, and we hope you have a good night.
Thank you for your donations tonight, and thank you for supporting the arts in Hastings and Prescott.
Hi, this is Scott Northart. On behalf of the HPAAC board, I'd like to thank you for your continuing support of HPAAC and all the wonderful programs that we provide to the community.
To all of our donors, sponsors, and those of you that attended our first virtual gala, we couldn't continue our mission of promoting the arts without your support. Thank you.
Thank you, Sarah. Ladies and gentlemen, guess what? We've got 10 more wine and spirit and beer pulls. Yes, we got 10 more, so be sure to take advantage of those. If you don't, I will. Be sure to get on those. And folks, I'm so excited to announce that we've raised almost $40,000 thus far tonight.
Oh my God!
We're just shy of that, so let's make sure we get on there and bid. You go to HPAAC2020.givesmart.com. Make sure that you can give there. It's so fabulous, ladies and gentlemen, your generosity that you've expressed here tonight. It's no surprise that you all believe so strongly in the arts. But I thank you so much for making a difference here tonight. Thank you to those who've already donated. Thank you to those who still plan to give. And please share with everyone that you know that our Fund-A-Need will be open for the next 5 days. This will be recorded, this whole program, so be sure to share that with other folks that will be interested in supporting the wonderful works of HPAAC. Folks, we're making a difference here together, so give what you can, won't you?
Exactly. So, I don't know if we've mentioned this. I know I just want to keep plugging all these awesome items on the table. We have an incredible painting of the LeDuc Mansion. If you're a Hastings resident, you know how beautiful of a mansion this is. I'm just up close checking out the incredible detail. It needs some love. Let's get some more bids on that one. The flower is incredible here. And again, we've talked about stuff here with the spiral stuff, the cool wooden drawers. There's so much good stuff there, Dave.
Some great stuff, you bet.
Awesome. So I want to talk a little bit about the purpose of HPAAC. So since 2008, HPAAC introduced events and programs for all types of artists and audiences in our communities. Today, the goal of HPAAC are twofold. We organize our own programs and events, and we collaborate with community organizations that believe the arts are an essential in both the Hastings and in the Prescott communities. Your money supports music scholarships for students, Tuesday coffee concerts, sod house theater, show choir, high school theater, art lessons, so much more. I could go on and on. Check out the website to see everything that HPAAC does.
Well, now we've got some business as we are winding up. Many of you have purchased items and you're probably wondering what happens next. Well, at Art Space in downtown Hastings at 121 Tyler Street, Suite 110A, all of the items that have been purchased will be there. We will be open on Monday, tomorrow, from 10 to 2, Tuesday, the next day, 10 to 2, and Wednesday, 10 to 2. So please remember to pick up your items. Well,
Don't forget, the silent auction closes at 8 o'clock tonight, so bid.
Now this whole show, if it was up to me to plan it, would have been a whole list of all the people we have to thank. But I can't stop remembering all the board members that are in the background. I want to recognize Scott Northard, who is our treasurer, Casey Johnson, our secretary, Mike Harridge, Bryce LeBrun, Marie Frederick, who happens to be the manager of the Orange Dragon, Ann Folker, Christy Johnson, Linda Bindman, Allie Pavel, who does our website, and Pam Ponzer. Without them, this would be nothing. And we are all volunteers, and so you know that all of the money that you are donating here, none of it goes to paying anybody's wages. There you go. I was almost staring into the headlights, you guys.
We're ready.
We're ready.
It's been just a great evening. I can't believe it's over, but I guess we have to say goodbye now.
Cool. Thanks
Goodbye,
for tuning in,
everybody.
everybody. Thank you
See
so
you
much.
next year. Thank you.
Say everything can be replaced, yet every distance is not near. So So I remember every face of every man that put me here. I see my light come shining from the west down to the east. And any day now, I shall be released. They say every man needs protection. They say every man must fall. Yet I swear I see my reflection someplace high above the wall. I see my light come shining from the west down to the east. Any day now, I shall be standing next to me in this lonely crowd is a man who swears he's not to blame. And all day long I hear him cry so loud, crying out that he's been blamed. And I see my light come shining from the west down to the east. Any day now, I shall be